the cosmos has never been a realm of true serenity. Envision it as a grand symphony where the deepest and heaviest frequencies weave an enchanting dance between shadows and light. From our earthly vantage point, it appears tranquil, yet beyond lies the vast expanse of the solar system, which has already expended 45 billion years in an immense temporal flow, a duration that might equate to but a fleeting blink from an ancient deity. These vibrations are not mere random whispers, they constitute the pulse of creation and annihilation of life itself. They evoke an irresistible curiosity to probe the secrets concealed in the universe's remotest corners. Recent investigations into cosmic microwave background radiation, as conducted in 2025, have unveiled anomalous phenomena that may harbor concealed signals from prior universes. This suggests a cyclical process indicative of infinite recurring cycles. Such a scenario invites eternal contemplation regarding the origins and terminus of the cosmos, as posited in the updated Conformal Cyclic Cosmology of Roger Penrose, where anomalies in the cosmic microwave background radiation are interpreted as Hawking points originating from previous cycles, thereby intensifying the enigma of the universe. These anomalous features are now identified as remnants of phantom black holes, interconnected through conformal geometry and Weyl curvature, inspiring profound reflections on the infinity of the cosmos. It resembles an eternal river flowing towards oneself, prompting wonder as to whether our existence is merely a fragment of a single cycle. In particular, studies grounded in Planck satellite data from 2025, coupled with advanced analyses, identify these points as gravitational wave echoes facilitating transitions between eons, demonstrating that accelerating expansion leads, through conformal transformation, to a novel contraction phase, thus challenging the singularity of the Big Bang and deepening the resonant mystery of the cosmos. Furthermore, 2025 preprints substantiate that these anomalies are indeed remnants of phantom black holes, bolstering the notion of conformal geometry linking infinite eons and evoking a universe where endings are merely the enigmatic commencements of new acts. Recent preprints and archival papers exhibit attempts to verify these anomalies as residues from phantom black holes, reinforcing the physical foundations of conformal cyclic cosmology. Additional 2025 research, including detailed examinations of circular spots in the cosmic microwave background, provides observational evidence for Hawking points, suggesting that the universe's cycles leave detectable imprints that align with Penrose's framework, thereby enhancing our understanding of eternal recurrence without invoking additional dimensions or untestable assumptions. The Sun, that proudly gleaming orb of golden flames, is in truth a solitary wanderer on an eternal journey from the center of the Milky Way. According to research from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration and various astronomers, the Sun completes a full orbit around the galactic center in approximately 225 million to 230 million years. At an age of 45 billion years, the Sun has already concluded about 20 galactic years, replete with turbulence and dramatic cosmic events. Each orbit unfolds like a chapter in a mythic epic, where life blossoms like radiant flowers, and suns and planets emerge from primordial chaos only to be destroyed by merciless forces. Earth, that fragile ancillary stream, clings to the Sun's warm benevolence, enduring the countless assaults of these eternal days. 5 mass extinction events have ravaged the blue planet like cosmic tempests, obliterating all traces of life and leaving a mingled sentiment of anguish and awe for those who ponder Earth's history. Investigations from 2025 indicate that the solar system's velocity may be thrice what was previously estimated, altering the dynamics of galactic rotation and proposing unknown forces that shape constellations, igniting boundless curiosity. It is akin to an invisible current drawing us towards an unknown destiny. These measurements derive from Gaia telescope data, revealing that this unanticipated acceleration is influenced by irregularities in dark matter distribution, complicating galactic rotation patterns and evoking a cosmos where dark matter acts as a concealed sovereign dictating the rhythm of stars. Moreover, the Gaia's 2025 observations confirm variations in orbital velocity, enriching comprehension of galactic dynamics and emphasizing dark matter's role as a hidden sovereign in this celestial symphony. The Gaia's 2025 data release furnishes a three-dimensional map of the galaxy, affirming that the solar system traverses the galaxy at 828,000 km per hour, illuminating dark matter's function in shaping these movements. Additional findings from 2025 highlight colossal waves rippling through the Milky Way, potentially triggered by past interactions with satellite galaxies, adding layers of complexity to vertical motions and underscoring dark matter's orchestration in the galactic symphony. Consider the Permian era, 252 million years ago. This is not a dry entry in geological tomes but the prolonged groan of nature itself. In the oceans, 96% of marine life dissolved into profound darkness, like phantoms melting in abyssal chill. On the continents, 70% of species vanished, erasing creatures that crawled, flew, and walked. Earth transformed into a colossal cauldron, melting in extreme heat and oxygen deprivation, suffocating in a stifling atmosphere. Scientists from the University of California at Berkeley and international geological organizations confirmed this as the greatest extinction in Earth's history, likely triggered by intense volcanic activity in Siberia, associated with toxic gas emissions and planetary climate alterations. One can almost sense the barbarity: ancient forests blazing until reduced to ashes, oceans irreversibly acidified, fragile life desperately clinging amid chaos. A study published in Nature in 2025 emphasizes that eruptions from the Siberian traps accelerated climate thresholds, with abrupt carbon dioxide surges engendering uncontrollable greenhouse effects, transforming polar regions into temperate zones and the equator into infernal deserts. In certain seas, temperatures exceeded 40 degrees Celsius, and the collapse of vegetal cover played a pivotal role. Volcanic eruptions not only released gases but destroyed forests, diminishing carbon dioxide absorption capacity, prolonging warming and creating a supergreenhouse state enduring 5 million years, further oppressing life and revealing novel thresholds in Earth's systems. Moreover, 2025 fossil evidence demonstrates that merely 75,000 years post-extinction, a locale in China's Turpanhami Basin became a refuge for terrestrial vegetation, sustaining diverse tetrapods with herbivorous and carnivorous traits, exemplifying rapid ecosystem recovery and inviting profound contemplation on life's resilience. It is like sprouts emerging from scorched soil, recalling the mysterious forces of the cosmos. These discoveries reinforce tipping points in Earth's climate carbon system, evoking how destruction of tropical vegetal cover prolongs chaos, paralleling current crises and arousing curiosity about invisible cycles governing survival. Additional 2025 reviews focus on vegetal cover collapse inducing supergreenhouse climates, deepening how systemic oscillations amplify biogeochemical instabilities, illustrating the event as an exemplar of Earth oscillating between chaos and renewal. Next, contemplate the Cretaceous era, 66 million years ago. In that epoch, colossal dinosaurs dominated Earth with absolute might, their roars echoing across vast continents. From the heavens descended a gigantic rock, an asteroid nearly 10 kilometers in diameter, colliding with what is now Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Though a minor wound in cosmic terms, it crumbled the dinosaur empire in a whirlwind of dust and infernal flames. Impenetrable dust obscured the sun for years, engendering a prolonged nuclear winter, the death of vegetal cover, and the collapse of food chains. Researchers from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration and the International Astronomical Union reconstruct the scene from impact crater and fossil data, noting abrupt temperature declines and destructive acid rains, whereby only small adaptable creatures survived, precipitating the rise of mammals, including our ancestors. Pondering that moment evokes deep emotions, as the catastrophe opened doors to new life and forged humanity's potential. Insights from 2025 reveal that sulfur emissions from the asteroid impact were less lethal than presumed, yet combined with colossal tsunamis and global forest fires, amplified the extinction. Simulations depict waves exceeding 100 meters devastating coastlines. Novel discoveries propose that hydrothermal systems at the impact site facilitated swift recovery of marine life, exhibiting unanticipated resilience in extreme environments and posing questions about analogous processes in other cosmic catastrophes. Furthermore, 2025 reviews demonstrate shifts in community structures in the late Cretaceous prior to impact, with widely distributed species surviving more readily, challenging traditional extinction mechanisms and deepening the mystery of interactions between cosmic events and terrestrial life. Like unveiling concealed secrets in an ancient forest, it arouses curiosity. These hydrothermal systems, nourished by impact residue heat, could persist for hundreds of thousands of years, accelerating microbial ecosystems to foster recovery and evoking a cosmos where destruction sows seeds of renewal. Additional 2025 studies emphasize that impact-derived dust prolonged global winters, diminishing sulfur contributions and revealing how pre-existing ecosystem stability influenced the event's intensity. Recent research discloses that the Chicxulub impact's hydrothermal system endured 700,000 years, accumulating elements like osmium to contribute to life's recovery. Humans often imagine the sun gliding like a serene plain over an autumn lake. Yet the cosmos is not so merciful. Our sun is like a vessel rippling the delicate fabric of the galaxy. Every 60 million to 90 million years, it traverses the galactic plane vertically, in a harmonious yet perilous orbit. Scientists from Harvard University and the Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory substantiate this trajectory via supercomputer simulations, revealing that vertical oscillations stem from gravitational concentrations in the dense galactic disk. Imagine, as the sun passes through regions teeming with stellar dust and gas, cosmic whispers turn to screams, escalating perils. Data from 2025 confirm the sun's oscillation period at approximately 60 million years, influenced by the galaxy's dark matter distribution. Latest 2025 models propose the galaxy possesses a dark matter nucleus with a radius of 280 parsecs, affecting the sun's oscillations, explaining anomalies in local dark matter density, complicating gravitational dynamics, and questioning the nature of dark matter. Additionally, the European Space Agency's Gaia Space Telescope in 2025 unveiled gigantic waves spanning thousands of light-years, demonstrating the solar system traverses the cosmos thrice faster than anticipated, transforming comprehension of galactic rotation and proposing unknown forces shaping constellations, igniting infinite curiosity, like an invisible net drawing us into the universe's depths. These waves are likely triggered by interactions with satellite galaxies, adding complexity to vertical motions and evoking a vibrating cosmos where dark matter serves as a hidden sovereign in the galactic symphony. Recent models illustrate that the sun's vertical oscillations can be modeled as simple harmonic motion, linked to the dark matter halo's vibrations. When the sun traverses the galactic plane, it passes not through void but through escalating densities of dust and interstellar matter, like concealed cliffs in mist, harboring collision risks. These materials disturb the dormant inhabitants of the solar system's periphery, the Oort cloud. That distant realm, nearly 1 light-year away, harbors trillions of icy and rocky fragments from primordial times. Awakened by invisible gravity, those slumbering comets are launched like arrows towards the center. Earth, in its fragility, becomes a target for colossal impacts, with each wave motion of the sun heightening the potential for extinction catastrophes. The theory of Michael Rampino from New York University and colleagues, published in Nature in 2024 and updated in 2025, links this cycle to periodic extinctions every 27 million years, akin to the Shiva hypothesis, incorporating comet showers. Astronomers like Ethan Morlick discuss this trajectory on the X platform as explanations for large impacts, posing questions: is Earth approaching a new cycle within 20 million years? Additional 2025 reviews link at least 2 mass extinctions to supernova explosions, where cosmic radiation from stars thousands of light-years distant destroys the ozone layer and induces climate changes, merging galactic cycles with stellar violence and emphasizing life's fragility, like a delicate flower trembling in a storm. Moreover, 2025 studies propose triple extinction scenarios, involving megaton asteroids, abrupt climate shifts, and volcanic eruptions, suggesting future Earth may face analogous threats, heightening urgency and mystery in cosmic cycles, and wondering if our destiny is inscribed therein. The Shiva hypothesis is enriched by data on supernovae and Oort cloud disturbances, depicting these periodic events as pulses of renewal in the cosmos, in an eternal dance of destruction and creation that erases the old to make space for the new. Yet the galaxy is not the ultimate destination. In the vastness of the universe, nothing remains static. Our galaxy, a majestic structure spanning 100,000 light-years and harboring approximately 200 billion stars, participates in a colossal migration. Alongside the Andromeda Nebula and nearby clusters, it advances at 600 km per second, a velocity that would engender supersonic roars on Earth. Towards the direction of Norma and Centaurus constellations, some 220 million light-years distant, lies the Great Attractor, concealed behind dense dust veils, a colossal gravitational entity. While traditional theories associate it with Sagittarius, discoveries from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration and the European Space Agency in 2025 reveal the Great Attractor as the heart of the immense Laniakea supercluster, encompassing hundreds or thousands of galaxies, creating an irresistible pull. Scientists like Jorge Penrose from the University of Edinburgh assert it as a dark matter-dominated supercluster, generating vast cosmic flows. Astronomy accounts on the X platform discuss this mystery, drawn by invisible forces, like free-falling towards a precipice where light and darkness converge. Observations from the James Webb Space Telescope in 2025 unveiled hot gas filaments linking nearby clusters in the Shapley supercluster, revealing portions of the universe's missing matter and enhancing the enigmatic features of these structures. New 2025 measurements interpret the Great Attractor as a dimensional singularity influencing cosmic projection geometry, hinting at concealed anomalies in dark matter distribution and questioning the homogeneity of the local universe. Furthermore, 2025 discoveries include 719 new clusters in the Virgo cluster, less than one-third previously known, unveiling hidden structures in avoided zones and proposing the Great Attractor centers around the Norma cluster, spanning 300 million light-years. Challenging understandings of large-scale cosmic structures, like a gigantic net weaving mysteries, arousing curiosity. These filaments, with masses tenfold that of our galaxy, exemplify the cosmic web shaping universal destiny, evoking lost portions of baryonic matter entangled with the unknown precipice. Recent research shows Laniakea as part of the larger Shapley Attractor Basin, namely the Basin of Attraction, reinforced by James Webb's 2025 observations. In the 70s of the last century, when scientists recorded cosmic microwave background radiation as echoes of the universe's origin, we recognized we are not stationary in free fall through the void towards an as yet unknown destination. This motion anomaly was measured in Planck satellite data, proving us minuscule dust particles in a potent spatio-temporal current. Theorist Roger Penrose proposes this flow as characteristic of repeating cyclic universes, arousing curiosity about infinite cosmic cycles where destruction leads to renewal. Penrose's 2025 updated Conformal Cyclic Cosmology integrates anomalies in cosmic microwave background radiation, proposing remnants of prior universes appear as concentric circles in the microwave sky, inviting deep contemplation on the universe's infinity. New 2025 reviews investigate whether these anomalies are black hole remnants from prior eras, reinforcing the resonant universe concept while questioning conformal geometry physics. These discoveries imply the universe is not a singular event but a series of infinite eons, each commencing with a great noise yet linked by conformal scales, deepening fundamental mysteries of time and space, like infinite mirrors reflecting themselves, arousing curiosity. In particular, 2025 models present gravity wave-dominated natural transitions, with interion shifts occurring in temporal durations, challenging traditional concepts of beginnings and ends. Additional 2025 studies probe observational signatures like gravitational wave echoes and circular anomalies in cosmic backgrounds, proposing phantom black holes persist across eons in a cyclic universe, enriching an eternal and mysterious cosmic frame. Penetrating the universe's darkest depths confronts us with its most merciless entities. Some stars do not fade gently but compress immense masses into nuclei merely 10 kilometers in diameter, rotating at insane velocities. These are pulsars, beacons of demise, emitting extreme radiation like invisible light blades slicing through cosmic darkness. Take the pulsar in the Crab Nebula, rotating 30 times per second, or the swiftest known, PSRJ 1748-2446 AD, at 716 rotations per second, observed by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration's Chandra X-ray telescope. Imagine their grown, electromagnetic pulses sweeping space, with energy to shake every constellation. Latest discoveries from the James Webb Space Telescope in 2025 unveil a peculiar exoplanet around PSRJ 2322-2650, deformed into a lemon shape by tidal forces, with an atmosphere nearly pure carbon and helium, perhaps featuring carbon soot clouds. Confirming extreme adversarial conditions around pulsars and questioning these worlds' origins. This discovery challenges understandings of planetary formation, as pulsars typically arise from supernovae destroying traditional systems, yet some survive, deepening the mysterious allure of these celestial bodies, like concealed life secrets in a dead star's shadow, arousing curiosity. Emission spectra observed during PSRJ 2322-2650b's full orbit reveal compositions contrary to known models, proposing unique formation processes in post-supernova environments. Webb observations in 2025 confirmed this planet's carbon-rich, elliptically deformed atmosphere as an extreme case of planetary evolution, evoking a cosmos where stellar death creates bizarre and unpredictable worlds. James Webb's data prompts the question, what is this, displaying an atmosphere resembling diamonds and soot? Imagine constellations dominated by pulsars. Planets around them are not cherished children under gentle light but captives enduring merciless torment. When radiation beams sweep them, they bring not life but slow, agonizing decay. These planets lack thick atmospheres or strong magnetic fields, heating to rock-melting temperatures, surfaces cracking like parched skin. Radiation penetrates every layer, inciting violent nuclear reactions in planetary cores, shattering crusts like glass in infinite earthquakes. Reviews from the University of Manchester and Max Planck Institute indicate pulsar-orbiting planets are rare, with traditional supernovae destroying ancient planetary systems, yet some like PSRB 1257+12 lose atmospheres and undergo surface deformations from radiation. Discoveries from 2025 emphasize extreme ionization effects, with charged particle winds rapidly eroding worlds, rendering habitability impossible and deepening pulsar exoplanets mystery, like entering forbidden zones where life's potential is a bitter dream. These winds, combined with ultra-high rotation, create environments distorting matter, evoking a cosmos where survival is a transient miracle. The tragedy culminates in inevitable demise. As orbits narrow under the pulsar's fearsome gravity, these planets do not simply vanish but explode into billions of fragments, forming debris rings in space's chill, like testimonies to prior glory. Feel that anguish, worlds brimming with potential now shattered, destruction's echoes reverberating in cosmic peace. If our benevolent sun someday transforms into a cold, merciless pulsar, Earth enters a final chapter replete with tragedy and mystery. The atmosphere we breathe daily, shielding life with gentle breezes and drifting clouds for centuries, becomes the first battlefield. The pulsar's high-energy radiation, X-rays, and gamma rays, pierces every barrier with unimaginable force, like flaming arrows skewering flesh. Not diffusing softly like sunlight, it explodes gas molecules, severing chemical bonds, inducing mass ionization, dyeing the sky blood red and deep violet in a destructive spectrum. Earth's magnetic field, that protective net refracting solar wind's charged particles with a gentle hum, is powerless like paper in a firestorm against colossal energy waves. Radiation directly bombards the surface, reaching every cell, every organism's deoxyribonucleic acid chains, creating unimaginable agony, genetic structures, life's blueprints, fracture, grotesque mutations spread, agonizing death becomes the common fate. Reproduction, newborn cries, leaves sprouting become inconceivable. Moreover, this intense radiation's interaction with the atmosphere incites mad chemical reactions, like a boiling cauldron. Global temperatures oscillate dramatically, with unprecedented superstorms and winds flattening mountains. Long-term, Earth loses its stable heat source, freezing into an icy wanderer, yet in radiation passages, soil scorches, colossal fires consume all, smoke shrouding the sky. Simulations from physicists like Kip Thorne in 2025 propose space-time distortions near pulsars, adding mysterious layers to this tragedy. The magnetic field loses capacity to block sustained bombardments, collapsing like a weary warrior. When final defenses crumble, Earth is stripped bare to cosmic harshness, creating abyssal solitude. Oceans evaporate or freeze eternally, wave sounds mere memories, air escapes like a final breath into void, reducing our blue star to a silent rock, a mute tomb adrift in uncertain galactic flows. Derivatives from theorists like Kip Thorne propose time distortions near pulsars, enhancing the anguish's mysterious features. Furthermore, 2025 reviews integrate Penrose's Conformal Cyclic Cosmology, proposing such destructive events recur in infinite eons, implying Earth's end as part of a greater cycle, arousing deep contemplation on infinite existence, like endings as seeds of new beginnings in a cyclic dance. From cosmic observers' gaze, Earth's life trembles like a diminutive flame in a cavern amid vast darkness. Amid galactic storms, a brief respite to grow, reflect, explore. Yet the cosmos owes us no eternal embrace, adhering to cold laws of mass, energy, motion. There, entropy inexorably increases. Numbers like 45 billion years or 600 kilometers per second are not abstract data but reminders of our finitude before space's infinity, arousing curiosity about humanity's position in the vast cosmos. When gazing at the night sky, it seems serene, diamond-like stars twinkling, yet behind that beauty hides an emotion-laden wild truth. Each star is a potential destroyer, each void harbors power to erase civilizations in an instant. Living on the cosmic vessel Earth, vibrating swiftly in an infinite dynamic universe, each solar wave motion could be judgment, a distant radiation beam, the end of humanity's epic. Scientists like Erika von emphasize this fragility on the X platform, posing questions: are we in a new cycle? Reviews from 2025 discuss human activity-triggered biodiversity crises inducing a sixth mass extinction, yet question traditional extinction concepts, reinterpreting current crises and deepening mysteries of interactions between cosmos and life, like completing an ancient riddle with new pieces. Arousing curiosity. Some 2025 studies argue extinction rates have declined and we are not amid a mass extinction at species level, yet human-induced accelerated biodiversity loss parallels past cosmic events, recalling life's vulnerability in cyclic universes. These researches, while suggesting the sixth extinction is not imminent, emphasize urgency in protecting biodiversity to avoid irreversible thresholds. Thus the galaxy continues rotating deep into space, the sun undulating through perilous zones, and we, dust particles armed with intellect and emotion, cling to destiny's precipice edge. There, light and shadow merge in existence's eternal dance. In truth's final breath, the sky is no longer a protective dome of white clouds and fresh air but an open wound brimming with anguish. The atmosphere, that blue shield safeguarding species diversity with bird chirps and leaf whispers for centuries, is rent by the pulsar's invisible, merciless hand. Luminous particles rain down as destructive energy, not to warm but to sever life's innermost bonds, creating tangible despair, gas molecules stripped from essence, electrons lost, colliding in naked frenzy, producing blood-like auroras heralding world's end in spectral beauty. Earth now a delicate paper canoe sinking in cosmic storm center, shaken by whirlwinds and furious waves. Cities, once grand empires teeming with laughter and twinkling lights, melt into rubble heaps under unimaginable heat, surfaces cracking like parched soil. Screams do not echo, air too rarefied to carry sound, only icy silence accompanies matter's slow dissolution. Oceans, cradles of all life with foaming waves and fish shoals, relinquish liquidity. Water flows not gently but evaporates in extreme fury, forming colossal vapor clouds torn into void by pulsar winds, leaving white, cracked salt valleys like dying skin in infinite deserts. Earth's interior, heart groaning, with molten iron core producing protective magnetic nets in regular rhythm, now in torment. The new tyrant's gravity crushes not merely surface but innards, creating internal agony, earthquakes not sporadic but sustained blows shattering crust into colossal plates, like broken porcelain on solid ground. Ancient mountain ranges, witnesses to countless dawns and dusks, crumble to fine dust, ground in destruction's tragic and majestic dance. And reaching resistance limits, it snaps like a taut string. As hunter-prey distance narrows, gravity is not an invisible thread but a sharp blade severing all. Earth stretches, a phenomenon reserved for cosmic misfortune, per Albert Einstein's tidal force theory. The blue star, pride of the ancient solar system with green forests and meandering rivers, is torn in infinite material bands. Rocks, iron, civilization remnants melt in inseparable chaos, weaving a luminous yet icy death crown around the pulsar, knitted from ashes and exploded memories. In space's cold eyes, a planet's death is like a minor ripple on a vast, serene lake. Yet to us, conscious dust particles, it is the end of a 45-billion-year myth laden with emotions. Dreams of triumph, pains of loss, monumental works like pyramids or gleaming cities, vows of love beneath stars, now anonymous atoms adrift in radiation's wild flow. We believed ourselves the universe's center, yet were transient guests in an empty house with echoing laughter and distant ambitions, calling attention to existence's fragility, like a transient flame trembling in darkness. Yet our remnants do not cease. Propelled by destiny's inertia, those fragments accelerate towards the Great Attractor, per Hubble and James Webb Space Telescope's new 2025 reviews, potentially the heart of the Shapley supercluster. There, space and time distort extremely, rendering physics laws humanity laboriously unveiled meaningless, like entering bizarre dream realms. The Great Attractor is destiny's colossal magnet, silent yet irresistible, engulfing our galaxy's remnants in mesmerizing but mute whispers. Gas filaments discovered in Shapley in 2025 possess masses tenfold our galaxies, revealing lost portions of baryonic matter, reinforcing the cosmic web and showing superclusters like Laniakea and Shapley weave universal fate, deepening mystery. There, matter ceases to be matter. Mass compresses unimaginably, all galaxies crushed to point smaller than needle tips, energy erupting in new forms, per Stephen Hawking's black hole theory. The mentioned destruction is not absolute end but a deep note in infinite symphony, replete with mystery and enlightenment. The cosmos bestows no mercy but embodies absolute justice, all arises from dust and returns thereto, from those ashes new stars, new worlds born, perhaps harboring unknown life with unheard tales. We, limited creations, savor privilege with passionate emotions, contemplating infinity with fear and joy. That is the cosmos's greatest gift, its grace. Even if Earth evaporates and the solar system becomes icy heaps in sharp stellar winds, our existence is an indelible trace in time's fabric. Thoughts humbly touch twinkling stars, emotions fragile yet warm, transcending each pulsar ray, creating unique warmth in chill. As the Great Attractor's infinite darkness unfolds, all light swallowed in peace. Yet in the void's final moment, singular peace spreads. The cosmos continues its tireless work, creation cycles rotating with absolute precision, per physics' invariant laws. Mass bends space unceasingly, energy transforms between forms, life finds renewal paths from past remnants in every guise, like flowers after rain. Our days end here, amid pulsars' merciless pulses, electromagnetic groans, and silent abyssal mysterious calls. Though Earth dissolves in void, legacy, memories of blue stars, vast seas, and dense forests, endures infinitely in dust, conveying amid countless stars the tale of who we were, questioning future generations. That query echoes, arousing curiosity. Thus existence's dance continues into infinite depths, cautious, majestic, uncontrollable in chill. Humanity's epic closes, opening space in space's vast book for unwritten chapters. Pulsar's light sweeps like a solitary beacon, guarding the heap of once shining civilization, where before all is swallowed in destiny's rift, a new beginning rich with promise and mystery is born.